Hello everyone, welcome back to the official YouTube channel of Dolphin Headhunters. So this video is going to be an exclusive global prediction video for September examination of IELTS for both academic and GT candidates. अगर आपने इस वीडियो को प्रॉपरली फॉलो किया तो दिस कुड बी योर रोड मैप टू लिसनिंग रीडिंग एंड राइटिंग विदाउट वेस्टिंग योर टाइम लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. We will start with the listening module first. जैसे कि we all know, listening is a module of 40 minutes in which you have to attempt around 40 questions. So part 1, as expected, 10 questions होंगे and possible question types would be fill-ups and somewhere multiple choice questions. Part 2 would be an audio commentary between two persons and possible question type would be matchups, multiple choice questions and a map. So part 1 and part 2 in IELTS listening would be general instructions based, and in part 3 it would be an educational topic with three major question types. First is multiple choice questions, then we have double multiple choice questions, and then we have matchups. All you need to do is you have to focus on the elimination method. And in part 4, the language of the question booklet and that of the audio is generally based on the synonyms only. So you have to crack the synonyms as much as you can. There would be 10 questions and major question type would be fill in the blanks. And while attempting your listening, as we all know, in part 1 and part 2, difficulty is generally low. Means part 1 and part 2 are easy. So get as much right questions as you can from these two parts. So overall, in listening in September, difficulty level would be from moderate to difficult. So let's start with academic reading. For academic students, reading in the month of September would be difficult. So there would be challenging questions. You have to prepare well enough. So for passage 1, predicted question type are sentence completion and true false are not given. So question type would be of type A. Type A means question and answers would be in the same order. And do not read the complete passage. Just go to the question first, pick up the main keywords and come back to the passage. For passage 2, we have two main question type, multiple choice questions, true, false are not given, and list of headings. So whenever you are attempting list of headings, try to attempt it at the end so that you could have scanned the whole passage when you were about to attend the list of headings. So always focus on scanning technique more. In passage 3, predicted question types would be multiple choice questions, true, false, and not given, and matchups. In matchups, we have like two boxes. One box could be having the name of the scientist, and the other box could be having the discoveries made by them. And you all need to do is to match them. So now let's start with the GT candidates. GT candidates, I have a big good news for you. Starting 27 questions that generally incorporates the passage 1 and passage 2 would be easy. So if you want to score at least 7 in reading, you can definitely do it in the month of the September. So in passage 1, there would be generally a notice or an advertisement. In passage 2, it could be a document related to any formal work policy. So major question types covering your passage 1 and passage 2 would be sentence completion, true, false are not given in which paragraph contains the following information. So for passage 3 we have summary completion that could be a bit challenging, multiple choice questions and list of headings. And predicted passage topic would be on government, work culture and artificial intelligence in the field of education. And now the most awaited module, that is writing. So first we will discuss the academic writing. So for academic, chances of map and process diagrams are less. So all you need to do is to focus more on graph and line graph. And if there would be a combination chart, so two charts used would be table and the line graph. So dear academic candidates, in part 1, avoid repetition and focus more on synonyms. And for your task 2, in academic, essay would be generally opinion based. Whenever I say opinion based, it clearly means agreement or disagreement, to what extent you agree or disagree, and the advantages overweigh the disadvantages. And the predicted topics are government, work culture, and role of artificial intelligence in the field of education. So now let's start with the GT candidates writing. So in writing, we will first have a look at the task 2. So GT candidates task 2 would be either a double question type essay or discussion based essay. Whenever I say double question essay, it could be problem solution, causes solution, or causes and suggestions. and possible predicted topics would be remote working, environment, and social media. So before we wrap up our video, I want to give you three main tips before appearing for the final examination. First one is do not practice blindly. Always focus on your mistakes also. Second tip, before giving the final exam, attempt at least two full mock tests in the exam environment. And the most important tip number three is always practice from the official Cambridge study material. And if you want any help by preparing for the IELTS examination, call Dolphin Headhunters, Chandigarh's only result-oriented institute, and we are just a call away from you. And all the very best for the examination.